You were talking about you when you were like younger and everything, and how like you've changed. You were not a good person.
Yeah.
Do you guys think, Erica? I'm bringing this up because we talked about this before. Do you think people can change?
Yeah, I think they do if they want to. Like if they really want something to work, yes.
Okay, so yes, you believe people can change.
I do.
Okay,
But it takes time. Like
takes time.
I think they'll mess up trial and error in a sense, like little things.
Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Nikki.
Yeah, I think people, like bouncing off that, I think people can change if they are ready to change.
If they are
They
ready.
have to be ready because anyone can just be like, oh yeah, I changed, and then they just go back to their old habits. They can change for a day. But if they are like committed and ready to change, then I think it's possible.
Okay.
I definitely, yeah.
They also have to want to change for like themselves, not just for
Yeah.
someone else.
That's the key, right?
Yeah.
They have to want to change for themselves. Thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree with everybody. I think it takes time, and it definitely takes the desire for them to actually want to change and realize what they're doing is, let's just say they're doing something wrong. They have to realize what they're doing is wrong and is hurting other people. And I think what definitely helps is like the people around you, like your support system, to guide you through if you need anything. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like for sure, I piggyback what all you guys said, but I do have a question in regards to, you said people have to want to change, right? So my question is, do you think it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back? So it's like one thing that causes someone to change, or do you think it's like a combination of like 100 different things that over time they've experienced, like this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened. You know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm going to make a change because of this. Or is it just one earth-shattering, moment in life that you're like, if I don't switch this up, my life is not going to be good.
I think it's multiple instances. I don't think it's just one time, because I think one time is too short for anything, like for any kind of habit. I think sometimes people can make bad habits and continue to do it, and if nobody says anything to you, you might not realize it. And so, like I said, I think your support group, or the people around you, can influence you to change if you want to, and there's only so much that you can say, and in the end, I think it's just up to the person. Like in my experience, I think that I can harp on things and let you know like you did something wrong, but in the end, like, I'm not you. I can't make you change. I can just let you know how I feel, and you can roll with whatever I have to say. And then, like, I wish you the best, but at the same time, like, if you don't change, you don't change.
What's that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, or something like that?
I think that's it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's Southern saying.
Southern.
Got anything to say? Anything else want to chime in?
Too juicy.
It's too juicy?
No.
I know. Well, okay.
All the
I don't want to give
juicers.
examples because it's like, do I want to put that on blast?
Use
Does that make
fake names. Use fake
You
names.
don't have to put on it. You don't have to say
Okay.
anything you don't want to say.
Like it's like trial and error. Like one time, I mean, I don't mind because like not a big deal, but made a friend on Valorant and it was a girl, but he never introduced me.
Oh.
And I'm all for him having girlfriends, but for me, I
Good for
always
you.
introduce him to like all the homies on Valorant all the time. But I didn't know about her, and I was logging on to my Discord and I see this girl message and I was like, who the fuck is this? Oh, sorry. Who's this? And then I was like, who's this? And then, yeah, it was just like, it was not good. I was like, he's been playing with her and like been in Discord with her for like a while, but like there was no flirting or anything. Like she played with his friends too. But it's just like, you don't introduce me. It's not like the same level of like respect, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me
just
try
rubbed me
to.
the wrong way.
I'm not defending him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this from a guy standpoint. Sometimes guys just like just do that without like thinking about the repercussions of like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it truly is. I'm just playing with the homie, and they don't think any of that. Oh, I gotta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes like it's like you play if I was in a situation, I was playing with a homie and it was platonic, you know, then like that's all it is. I don't want to harp on it or raise a concern.
Well, let's just.
you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
No, I did see some of the messages because he let me, and like the girl would try to flirt with him, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm for the homies." Like, bro, why don't you say you have a girlfriend? I don't like that. That's shady.
You do realize that some guys are completely oblivious that they're being flirted on.
Yeah, I know he is. I'm like, dude.
Right. So,
I think that goes both ways.
like some guys are completely oblivious when a girl's trying to flirt with them. They honestly do not know. I'm not saying that that's in the situation, but I'm just like, defending for some. Like there are cases when like a girl be flirting, you don't know. You know.
I was just gonna ask, like, obviously I don't know the situation, but I just want to know. I feel like there's a different perception. Like, I feel like if a guy was playing with a girl, that's like, and you don't know the girl, it's kind of different from a guy. I mean, a girl playing with a guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing, but at the same time, I hope you know what I'm saying. Like, you know how Robert was playing with a girl?
Yeah.
What? And let's go opposite. You were playing with a guy. I feel like that's a little different.
How?
Because I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't want to be stereotypical, but I feel like a lot of guys are known for playing video games, right? And so, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I were playing with a girl, Z would be mad, and I wasn't telling her. But like, if Z was playing with a guy, I'll just be like, oh, like, okay, like, yeah, like guys just play video games, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's literally like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same, but it's
yeah,
different.
yes.
It's the same, but it's different.
Different meanings, but
Different
it's,
situations.
Yeah.
How about I flip this? Instead of like, if it was something like if a girl likes to do, like say like they're getting their nails done, right?
Yeah.
It's like if a guy goes with a girl to get their nails done, you probably be like, hey, yo, what the? Like if it's something like, you know what I mean? Like if a guy goes with Z to get his nails done and he's straight, you'd be like, is that what you're trying to put up? Because guys don't normally get their nails done. You get what I mean?
I see.
You get what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to flip it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to flip
Yeah.
what is stereotypical because he said guys normally play video games. So what if guys don't normally get like pedicures and manicures and stuff? So imagine it was the opposite. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
You should have said. You should have given nailed it. You should have said a pedicure.
Okay, well,
Well, like I mean,
Because you know,
I get my toes done.
because think about it, like Brandon was the one who exposed us to getting a pedicure, right? But like he goes with Z to get a pedicure.
I'm saying like nails, like your actual nails, like your what was it, manicures, hand?
Manicures hand.
You get manicures. You're getting Guys don't normally get manicures.
I've gotten one.
What if this guy is going to get a manicure with Z every single
no
month?
manicure shaming.
Every single month, that's kind of weird.
See, that's what I mean.
But she doesn't tell you.
And she doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
See, that whole situation where they don't tell you is kind of weird.
That's where it gets
Okay.
weird. It's like
Yeah.
if it happens, fine. But if they're not telling you, it's kind of like, why?
Like,
why not?
But I'll say this. Let's just like keep genders out of it.
Okay.
I don't tell Z that I'm playing Valorant with you. I don't tell Z I'm playing Valorant with Jay. I don't say that. But it is kind of weird that like if I was just playing with a random girl that I met. But then I don't know if I would even like, tell Z because I'm just playing video games.
Yeah. I think it's like a line. Like if they're adding and talking off of that's where like this isn't even like just not playing video games.
Yeah.
It's like
if there's like, flirting
conversation.
going on, like
Yeah.
in game, like chat and stuff like that, that's a little different.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah, whenever, like, if we're playing games, if there's guys or if there's girls, like, you're just playing the game.
Yeah.
True.
Without
Alright.
any other intentions.
Yeah.
I don't think people can change.
Damn.
I don't think people change. Now that's a very, very general
Hit him where it
statement.
hurts.
Okay, let me elaborate. Let me elaborate for y'all. Come. It's for y'all straight cook me. Okay.
Let him cook.
I think. Okay. So, if you think about yourself as a child, right? When you are uninfluenced by the world, you have a certain personality. There's a certain way you think. Your core values. Your core values will never change. That's embedded within you since you were a child. Right, what you believe, all this, all that, how your mom raised you, all that stuff. You going through your entire life like that. Now, how you react to things is different. as you grow older, you basically build barriers and build walls and build mechanisms, defense mechanisms, as you grow up as a reaction to certain things or whatever happens to your life. So say this happens because of the situations you've grown up with. You have learned and adapted to basically react in this way, right? Your core value and your core personality and core who you are will never change, right? How you act, your personality, like your beliefs on stuff, that can never change. But your reaction to stuff can change. You can adjust that, right? But like, so say you may believe this, you're going to believe that forever. That's just who you are. But say, let me think of an example. Let me use you as an example, Brandon.
Go ahead.
So my first time meeting Brandon.
Oh my God.
My first time meeting Brandon was at a house party. And the first thing I saw about this kid was that boy is a hothead. Okay. Me not knowing anything, I knew he was like, I had no negative feelings. I was like, dude, that boy is a hothead. He tried to burn this mother freaking house down. He was defending his sister. He was defending his sister, right? No qualms with that, right? I'm like, dang, boy is okay, right? But his belief was my sister was disrespected.
Yeah.
It is my job as her brother to defend my sister's honor, right? As a child, like we said, every child has good virtues. That's why in my heart, I believe that every human being is naturally good, but you become bad and hardened by the environments and how like you are affected growing up, and you become a certain way, and the way you react to things change. Come now, Brandon, 30 years old, hitting the big 30, right? I think that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? We rewind 10 years ago, and I think if Brandon was in that exact same situation, his reaction would have been different. But innately, he has never changed. He's still going to defend his sister. You know? That's why I said that he does not change, but the way you react changes. Right? Just like you were talking earlier about like you maybe like your relationship with Z, right? Maybe there's some things that triggered you, some triggered her.
Yeah.
Those things will probably still trigger, like you probably still have things that triggered each other, but how you react changes. Instead of you firing back saying, why you on my joint?
Yeah.
You be like, hey, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Say people don't change, how you react change.
I understand the values thing, but I still think the reaction thing is still built into you. And I think that's part of your personality. So in a sense, you're changing your personality. Even though there's not a correct, it's nobody can prove that like your reactions are part of your personality. Mm-hmm. But I just think that your reactions is like, even though you say you change your reactions, how you react to things, I think that's you changing as a person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe not the values.
Okay.
Because you're definitely right. Like, my sister was disrespected.
Exactly.
And I will always hold to that. If somebody's disrespecting my sister, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, the way I react is, like, a part of who I am. Mm-hmm. Like, now.
Okay.
And that's why I think, like, people can change.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
I mean, obviously, we can
debate
about it.
It's a difference of phonetics and stuff like that. You're right, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
like that's just how I see it. Like people, in my opinion, people never change. Like I'll give you another example for myself. Like my family's always known me as the kind-hearted person in my family.
Yeah.
Right. My kindness has always been mistaken for weakness, and I've done a lot of things in my life where I believe these type of beliefs, and I've always stood by them since I was 15, since I was 17, 21, regardless, 20 years. I've always had these beliefs about certain things. Y'all know me. Y'all know me very well. Y'all know my heart, right? And a lot of bad things happened to me. But the way I have reacted has changed throughout the years because I forced myself to grow in a way where I react differently in a more mature way. When I was younger, I did some toxic things. That's for sure. Right? But as I've gotten older, now I'm in my 30s, I react different. But I still think the same way. But I know now through experience, through mistakes, I go, you know what? That's not the right course of action. I should not take that course of action. I know what this leads. I know this is toxic. And the result, I'm going to react this way this time. That's just what I mean by that, as in you change by your reaction.
But that's change.
Yeah.
Okay.
You changed. You said grow.
You know what? I'll let y'all take this. Okay, but that's my take on it.
And I just want to say, just dive a little deeper. You said like I still think the same way, but people say you're not your thoughts.
Okay.
You're not your thoughts. Like what you're thinking in your head is not your thought. Is not who you are. It's what you do with your thoughts that make you who you are.
Okay.
You know, like I'll give you an example. Like there's serial killers out there, right? They probably have thoughts about like people do all this random stuff, but they actually act on it. That's what makes them a serial killer, right? That's the extreme form, the extreme tense on it. I'm not saying we want to react on like people and stuff like that, or like I'll give you an example, another example, a little lighter example. There's a croissant right there. If I was a big tubby boy, right, I get like 15 when I just saw one. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get all 15. I'm gonna eat all 15, but I'd be a tubby. But because I choose not to eat 15 croissants, I'm not tubby.
Okay.
You know, my decision on that thought is what made me what I am. It's not, so your thoughts are not who you are. I'm doing a lot of reading and stuff, and that's a huge thing people say. Like, what you think is not who you are.
Okay.
So
I'll still give it to y'all. Okay, fine. You have swayed me. Yes. People can change.
People can change their mindset.
yes.
We
There
win.
you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I guess I break it down a little different, but
Change is
I'll
change.
let
Us one,
I will
Jesse
hold,
0.
I will hold the L on this one. I will hold the L on this one. All right. But y'all give that's my belief. Okay, when it comes to those type of things. Mm-hmm. So, but that's just me. Innately, I just think that how somebody is, because I'll elaborate on some more. So when it comes to relationships, right? The reason why I think like that is because think about like insecurities. Everybody has their insecurities, right? And naturally, when you are dating somebody, you project your insecurities onto your partner. If you have trust issues, you are going to project your trust issues onto your partner. And I think that is so unfair to do to your partner. So I think that innately, that's your nature when you have trust issues. So you will always project until you get that, stability? No, security to know that they're not going to.
Depends on how you get your like insecurity. Like, why do you have trust issues? You know?
Mm-hmm. I said trust issues as an example.
Like baggage in a sense from previous relationships or something?
I guess
Is that what you
so.
mean?
I guess so, yeah.